Developer productivity is really important to me as CEO because when you look at our company's single biggest investment is in engineering first. When you think about, well, how do I get twice the productivity? I mean, you first have to start by understanding what productivity is and start by measuring it.
Measuring developer productivity is extremely challenging because there's a lot of nuance. There's raw data, which doesn't necessarily tell you the whole story.
When you start with fairly naive things like, oh, how many lines of code did someone write? When you start by measuring that, and then you immediately get maybe worse problems than the measurement or lack of visibility problem you started with. Just because developer productivity is hard to measure doesn't mean it's not measurable, and a lot of smart people have thought about this problem. What DX does is kind of marry a lot of the state of the art in terms of the research with a tool that you can actually deploy in real life with your company and customize.
DX is giving us both qualitative and quantitative data in one place. That is unique to the DX product. Having DX has felt like having a partner on the ground for me to connect with my engineering teams. And I feel more knowledgeable about what's happening in the team's dynamics, both in terms of tooling and an ability to ship. And I care about shipping a lot.
What I also find very valuable in using DX is that it can also give us a really good steer, a really good direction at the leadership level. So it's very easy to figure out where should we put our efforts next, where do teams experience the most pain, and what is the most important for them.
It's just made my role so much easier. I just don't have to spend time going out and sort of trying to find the information I want. It gives me that information. Without it, it would be quite difficult to get that feedback.
The end of the day is about productivity, is letting the engineers do their best and taking the best advantage of their time. Right?
Having data on productivity, on engineering productivity, on product development productivity is super important because when you finally get a blood panel or CAT scan or see into the organization, where both in aggregate, how are we doing, but then in a fine-grained way by individual squad or team, and then benchmarking against other companies.
I haven't been successful in any metric or measurement until DX. And I've run a lot of engineering departments in a lot of different companies and countries and sectors. For me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run an engineering department without DX.